Hi, in today's world, we are making use of data lakes to solve our big data problems. Now, what are the services that we can use in AWS to solve this use case? Hi, today I'm going to walk you through the required services that we would need to build a data lake in AWS. Consider you have a relational database called Amazon RDS. Now, Amazon RDS is a managed relational database. It supports MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, SQL Server, and Oracle. It allows vertical scaling by increasing the size and storage. It also supports automatic backup, patching, and recovery. Now, how would you load the data from Amazon RDS into your data lake? Consider you would want to do a batch load into your data lake. What are the ingestion tools that you would need from AWS? Now, if you consider, there can be three tools that you can use from AWS, which is for ingestion, which is AWS Lambda, AWS Glue, and AWS EMR. Now, in case you have a smaller data sets, please make use of AWS Lambda. AWS Lambda is a serverless compute. It supports automatic scaling and it's fully managed. It also supports event-driven applications. And in case if you have a bigger data sets, please make use of AWS Glue. It is a serverless ETL. It can also be used for data cleaning, data discovery, and integration. It supports auto scaling. It is a fully managed service. It also integrates with multiple sources. Another service that can be used for data ingestion in AWS is AWS EMR. It provides elastic MapReduce, is managed by data processing services, managed for scaling of the policies. It also supports managed cluster platform and can be used for large-scale data processing and interactive query. Now, once your data has been loaded or ingested, you would need a storage layer for your data. In case of AWS, Amazon S3 acts as the storage layer. Now, in Data Lake, there can be various layers that you can prepare. To start with, one is to have a raw layer where you can dump in your big data as is. You can have multiple layers in your data lake depending on the need, like the processing layer, consumption layer. Now, once you have loaded the data into your raw layer, you would need the data to be processed further into your consumption layer. Now, you would want to make some transformations on top of that. AWS Glue is a very efficient service provided by AWS, which supports data transformations, data discovery, and data cleansing. Furthermore, a very important feature of a service called data cataloging can be provided through AWS Glue. It provides persistent metadata store. It also stores the metadata for data assets, table definition, schema, and job definitions. It helps maintain the history of the schema. There's another tool called AWS Glue Crawler, which can be used in combination of AWS Glue Catalog. It helps in automated data discovery. It scans the catalogs from your Glue catalog and helps to extract the information. It can also be used to schedule on demand and can be triggered by events. Furthermore, once you have done your data cataloging, you would want to do analytics on top of that. The analytics can be done by in combination of tools like Amazon Athena or AWS QuickSight. Amazon Athena provides a serverless interactive query service. It supports SQL. It also supports schema and read and can be used to analyze weblog for troubleshooting. On the other hand, AWS QuickSight is a very efficient tool used for cloud scale and BI service to visualize and analyze the data. It can be used to create and share interactive dashboards. It is super fast in memory calculation. Furthermore, once you have loaded the data onto your S3, and if you want to perform some data warehouse operations on top of this. AWS Amazon Redshift can be used as a very efficient service. It is a fully managed OLAP data warehouse service. It supports seamless scaling. It provides end-to-end encryption and compliance. It also supports unlimited concurrent uses. Now, one of the other very important service that is provided by AWS is data orchestration. Now, data orchestration refers to the automated management and coordination of data workflows across various services. Now, how could you do that? There can be various workflows that you have prepared as part of AWS Glue. AWS Glue workflows helps to visualize the workflows and also helps to record and trigger your workflows. There's another tool or service that is provided by AWS, which is called AWS Step Function. It has the ability to perform integration with compute services, database services, analytics, APIs, and messaging services. It also helps to define the workflows as a state machine. It also helps manage the workflows by coordinating AWS services into serverless workflows. Furthermore, towards the end, once you have loaded the data into your data warehouse, there is a very important need that can be fulfilled by data monitoring. AWS CloudWatch is a very efficient tool which can help provide this service. It helps to monitor and manage the services. It provides actionable insights on top of your data logs. It helps to monitor performance, health, and services of your tools like RDS, Lambda functions. It can also help to track application metrics, resolve issues quickly. So overall, this is a very quick insight into the data lake services that can be offered by AWS. Thank you.